it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me.
Hi guys,
I'm
the
happy
Dominance
in your
family.
company
I hope
with
you've
no
been keeping well.
emotions.
Josephine is my name,
Lisa is my name,
but people call me Joe.
and they call me Lisa.
Awesome, cool. Today we are discussing about feminine hygiene. That's the what comes in your mind when you hear about hygiene.
Hygiene is cleanliness, which is next to godliness.
Yeah.
So what comes to my mind about hygiene is how presentable are you
Yeah.
to people and to even yourself.
Yeah.
So is how you are right now, the scent you have, is it something that you step out with and be comfortable in front of people?
Yeah.
So that is what comes into my mind.
Yeah,
when I
very
hear
true.
about
Same to
hygiene.
me. When I hear about hygiene, what comes in my mind is cleanliness, and of course, cleanliness is next to godliness. And we like to tackle a few places where we need to keep clean. Ladies. This is your this is your topic. This is your topic, but that does not put men outside. Men, please, watch and subscribe. Guys, watch this channel and subscribe. The Dominance Family channel. So we start with mouth. How do you keep your mouth clean?
For me, every day that I wake up,
Yeah.
before I leave the bedroom, I brush my teeth.
So in short, you're telling us you have an in-suit.
Yes, I'm blessed. Secondly, I go have my breakfast, come back and brush my teeth.
So how many times do you brush your teeth?
3 times a day.
Ooh,
Just 3 times. Just 3 times. Are they too many?
there are many. I do too. I do
You
twice.
do too?
I do twice, and especially because I live. How can I say? I go to work. I don't like most of the time. I don't work in the house. Okay, only that this period, because of the COVID-19, the pandemic, I'm working indoors. But for me, I do brush my teeth twice. That is in the morning and before I go to bed. Yeah, in the morning and before I go to bed. In between, I can gargle warm salty water, which also it's very, very helpful to gargle. There are those who use what is it called, mouthwash
Actually,
from
I
the
do.
stores.
Personally, I do,
Uh-huh.
but it's when I'm stepping out. Because if I'm at home, in between I can gargle hot water.
Yeah.
Just hot water, not hot salty water. Just warm water. But when I'm stepping outside and I know maybe I'll have to take lunch, maybe I'll have to take a snack. After I take a snack, I remove my mouthwash from my handbag and I gargle and I'm good to go. Especially now because you're doing masks.
Yeah.
So for me, I personally use mouthwash. What do you use?
I don't use mouthwash. When I'm indoors, I do warm salty water. I gargle warm salty water. And this is in between. But during the day, I just do morning. I brush in the morning and in the evening before I go to bed, of course. And how do you brush?
Circular, corner to corner, up, down, and then my tongue. Because mostly it's about the tongue.
Yeah, it's
That
about the
is-
tongue and the up.
Yes, the
The
up
upper
and
part
the
of your
tongue,
mouth.
yes.
Yeah.
And then the gum too.
Yeah.
Especially for people like us who
Yeah.
have cavity. And we fear the dentist, but we know it is important to see a dentist.
Yeah.
We have to be very keen when you're brushing our teeth. So tell us, what kind of toothbrush do you use?
I don't use soft toothbrush. I use hard, but not very hard. I don't know how I can describe it. But of course, I don't. Especially adults don't use soft toothbrush, and I don't use electric. Yeah, I don't use electric.
Have you ever tried using charcoal?
No. I've never tried charcoal. I've not.
Charcoal toothbrush?
Yeah, no. I've not tried charcoal toothbrush. Yeah, so basically, and at least visit your dentist. Visit your dentist, depending on your local area. Visit your dentist at least once a year. Unless if you're having cavity issues or
Your
you want,
message is home. You don't have to shout.
or you need to pluck your teeth or your tooth here and there. In between, at least once a year is ideal. Once a year, it's ideal.
Your message is home.
My message is home.
Yes.
Awesome. What about your hands? Ladies.
For
Hands
me,
hygiene.
I'm not so. I don't pay much attention to my hand, but I have a specific toothbrush because as you can see, I have nails. So
Toothbrush for your hands.
Yes, I have a specific toothbrush that is quite soft that I use for my nails because nails tend to carry lots of germs.
Yeah.
So I clean my nails. During the day, if I'm stepping out, I avoid touching anything that will have to stick to my nails. I avoid eating something that will demand me to use my hands.
Yeah.
So if I go out there and I know I have nails, I stick to rice, fries,
Yeah.
and things like that. But after when I'm at home and I don't maybe have money for pedicure, manicure,
Yeah.
I just use warm water, salty warm water. I soak my hands.
Yeah.
I scrub my hands. And then I just rinse them off. I wipe them and just moisturize them. And
Yeah,
they are
it's
really
very
soft.
important, ladies. It's very important to keep your hands, and especially for those who have long nails, natural. Even if you have the tips, easy tips tunaweka and all that, keep your hands very clean. And you can imagine a lady having hard hands, and yeah, jamas. Believe you me,
Leave that
our
for the men.
men don't like. They like soft hands for a
Tender
lady,
hands.
tender hands for a lady. So ladies, moisturize your hands. As for me, I know I carry a small container, a small container, tube container that has moisturizer. So after I wash, I clean my hands. I make sure that I apply, so that at least I keep them very soft. And it's also good to put you can apply nail polish. It protects your nails. For now, these are my natural, you can see these are my natural nails.
Those who had a specific meeting with God, these are their nails.
These are my natural nails, no tips, no nothing. Only that I have not like applied any polish, so I can say they're natural, very natural. Yeah, but very well moisturized. My hands are very well moisturized right now. And yeah, that's how I keep my nails very clean.
Yeah,
what about your legs? Or you have anything to add on?
Yeah,
hands?
about our hands. Maybe you can tell us what you use at home and keep your
Yes,
hands clean,
please.
to keep your hands moisturized
Ladies.
and soft. We need to
Yeah.
know those tips. Comment below.
Yes.
About our feet,
How do you keep them clean?
personally, I'm not
Hygiene.
yourself. I'm not yourself. Tips. I just soak my legs on warm salty water. Maybe sometimes I add bicarbonate ash in there, and then I soak them for 10 minutes. I scrub, I clean, like it's just a pedicure or manicure but from home.
Yeah.
And then after that I rinse them off, and then I just wipe them with a clean towel, moisturize them, do a nail polish if I need. I don't do gel because my nails are quite weak, so I just use polish and I'm good to go. And
they say it when you use gel, it hardens your nails. Maybe you need to try that.
Maybe they say that, but for me, the day that I tried that, it actually cracked my nails, my toes. So I don't think maybe it has worked for you.
For me, I have hard nails. I have hard nails. My nails are not very weak. I have done gel on my feet, but right now I'm not on gel. I've not applied gel. My nails are just, I'm natural. For sure, I'm very natural, just like my hands. But ladies, just make sure that you keep your feet very, very, very clean, especially for those who have their partners and you share, you share a bed with them. Keep your feet very, very clean. And especially, you can use mawe. You see this mawe, unasugua mguu kabisa to remove the cracks. Yeah. To remove the cracks on your feet, because there's no, imagine unalala na your guy na unamgwara usiku. Ladies, that's a no. Ladies, that's a no. I'm a sheet. I'm a neti.
I know. Such a shame.
Ladies, that's a no. Let's keep our feet very clean. It's part of hygiene. And especially, the moment you leave your shower, or you have done your house chores, your feet are wet, make sure you wipe in between your toes. That's a very hygienic, because the moment you leave them very wet and you put on your closed shoes, by the time unatoa mse, you itakuwa ni vundo. Believe you me, your feet will not be smelling good. So keep them very dry, very dry. Wipe in between your toes, Wipe in between. Doesn't matter whether you are wearing open shoes or closed shoes. Just keep your toes very, very dry.
Nice.
Very dry, very dry. Yeah, maybe we can talk about our hairdo, ladies. How do you keep your hair clean? It's part of hygiene, and that's what we want to discuss now. How do you keep your hair clean?
Well, for me, or maybe you can tell us your part.
For now, I'm
African woman, we are so ready.
My
nails
natural.
Toes natural, hair. What else is natural?
But single.
Single for now.
For now, it's a season.
It shall pass.
I'm enjoying my singlehood, by the way. I'm enjoying my singlehood as I wait for you. That is you.
You better
God
follow
sent
that car.
So for now, I'm on braids, but I don't.
And they look good.
Thank you. I don't stay for long on my braids I do like maximum 3 weeks, and it's because of my busy schedule. So maximum 3 weeks. So ladies, especially for those who are doing wigs and weaves, especially weaves, akina dada
Weaves.
and you are married or you're in a relationship, and of course you are sharing a bed with your jamaa, please keep that weave clean. Keep your head clean. Use sleeping nets or whatever you're going to use, but not like a t-shirt atu unafunga t-shirt ni unadoze nayo. That's too much of heat at night. Too much of it. Just use like a hair net, and in the morning make sure that you oil your head, you oil your hair, your scalp from the root, so that at least it's very well moisturized. And of course, when you're going to take a shower, make sure that you're on a shower cap. Yeah. And braids, manze, tusikae na braids na weave for more than 3 weeks. At least maximum 3 weeks is ideal. Those are like 3 weekends if you want to change. And those who have palm hair, that is a chemical treatment, at least twice in 2 weeks. So in a month, that's like twice a month. Make sure at least your hair, believe you me, our guys don't like it when our head is smelly.
Imagine like he can't just stand to face you, because you know you
can you imagine losing your jamaa? Can you imagine losing your boyfriend because, or even your husband, because as in you are not hygienically, you are not well, you have not, you are umejiachilia tu. No, umejiachilia tu. Usijiachilie. Yeah, we can talk about our honey parts, our vagina, our yoni.
Oh my God!
How do you keep it clean? Or how should we, as women, keep it clean? This is feminine hygiene.
For me, which I believe maybe most of the people out here do, for me, I pay much attention to, you know, we have 3 parts as ladies that we need to clean thoroughly. So we have the anus and the butt crack. Those are 2 different things, but in the same place.
Yeah.
And then we have the honey pot.
Yeah.
If I don't clean the butt crack, the anus is not clean.
Yeah.
And if I don't clean the 2, I expose this into an infection.
Yeah.
So what I do, if I'm at home, I ensure that even if I use a tissue to like clean myself, there's a towel, or maybe I ensure how many times do you go maybe to the loo? How many times do you go to the loo in a day?
Oh wait, for a short call probably 4 times, or
for the long call
once in the morning.
Yes. Then if you're going once in the morning, which I also do, maybe you can take a shower then after you're done, and then ensure the whole day you are clean. But after that, watch your discharge, observe your discharge.
Yeah.
Clean. Don't, like, if you are those people who do wax anytime that you feel you're uncomfortable, maybe you know, because as much as the hair down there, they're meant to maybe keep the place moist, it gets to an extent where the moisture gets smelly. So when it gets to that point, kindly do your waxing, do your shaving. Just keep that place clean.
Yeah, clean.
So after that, maybe when you're going to the loo, this one I was taught by her, you have to clean your hands before and after using. Yes. Before and after use, you get into your the washroom, clean your hands, wipe them off, do whatever you are going to do. If it is a short call, ladies, make sure that you don't use a tissue and your hands are dirty. Reason being, we get dirt from car keys, doorknobs, surfaces, our phones. Every now and then you are touching, you are all over, you know, and then you go to the washroom and you just do your thing, you take a tissue and wipe. No. Make sure your hands are clean. Then grab a tissue after you finish doing your thing and wipe off. How do you use public toilets as a lady?
Public toilets
for the long call.
For the long call,
for the short call, you can manage.
Rarely do I do long calls outside.
Let us assume you're having those bad days.
Yeah, for the hotels, what I normally do, I wipe the seat. I don't sit. I first wipe the seat. I make sure that I fill the toilet with tissues, and then now I cover the car seat. Really, I cover the toilet seat with tissues and I sit on it. So even if I'm doing my thing, I'm on a long call, it will not like splash, because of course I made sure that I have I've let in the tissues, I've dropped the tissues to cover the waters. Yes, that's how it
Actually,
is.
I was checking Amazon and they have like a silk what cloth that maybe you can carry, and maybe you know, there are those bad days, like there are ladies out there when their menstrual their periods come, they come with maybe the diarrhea and they need to go to work. Maybe you can check out Amazon, you can buy that silk cloth, you just you place it hapo kwa toilet, juu ya toilet, and then you sit, because even if it is splash, it will haitakufikia, neither will you absorb the germs or any other bacteria that is on top of that toilet. So maybe you can check Amazon for that.
That's a good idea. I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. Now, ladies, the different types of discharge. Just observe the discharge, observe your discharge, because of course the discharge normally changes during our menstruation period. So observe your discharge. If it is smelly, yellowish or greenish, please visit your gyna. That's very, very, very critical. Visit your gyna. But if it is watery and all that, maybe it will depend on whether you're ovulating, ovulation. You're ovulating, or just observe that. And also, when you're cleaning your honey pot, you're cleaning your V, please don't use fragrance soap. Shower gel and all that. Use it on the outside, on the outer part. But on the inside, don't do the douching. Don't do that. Don't put things to clean your V and all that. Already that place has its own mechanism. It has its own cleaning mechanism, a system. There's a way it cleans itself. So don't use soaps that have the fragrance, because it's going to change the pH. Because there are those that are alkaline, there are those that are acidic, and down there it will change your pH. Just use plain water. Use just your fingers, but don't insert your fingers and other stuff. And
actually, the pH of a lady is supposed to be between 3.8 to 4.5. If it changes or goes below, you'll just sense, you'll just know something is not right.
And there's a kit that can measure that, but it's this topic is all about, you don't have to break or to rob a bank to get this stuff. These are things that you can use. It's less costly. And some of these things, it's your own. You don't have like to go to the stores and buy this stuff. So keep your vagina very, very clean, and use plain water, not yogurt. I don't know, guys. How do you wipe yourself? Front, back, or back to front?
Do you do this or do you do that?
Which one do you do? The best way to use is front to back. Front to back. And don't use like a tissue once. You can do first wipe, then cut another tissue and do another. Just rinse your thing very well, and leave it dry, because of course the discharge during the day, the discharge will still be there. So at that particular time when you are going for a short call, please make sure that you leave it a little bit, not a little bit, but leave it dry, as in wipe off completely. And that is front to back. When you're going for a long call, that's the same thing. Wipe properly. Don't like move bacteria from the inner side to the vagina.
And maybe those who are married, this is not dating or anything, let's just talk about married people. You find that married people, when they are having intercourse with your spouse, they tend not to use rubbers. And you know, a man has different discharge. So your mass discharge determines the hygiene that you'll have down there. So I think some of these ladies have also to check what their man eats for the sake of their cleanliness. It's also for ladies. Watch your diet. Don't be too much of fatty foods, because that also changes, because what you take in is what you take out. What you eat, of course, will have its outlet. You will have to excrete. So if you are eating too much of fatty foods, fries here and all that, fried, the cuckoo, the grilled one and so forth, make sure that you just eat proper diet, so that at least what you are creating, it's something that will not like come out with that bad smell. And especially what she's saying about the married people, ladies. Woo. Why are you screaming?
I'm not screaming. Ladies, have towels beside your bed. Don't do your thing with your man and then you just like off you sleep. Story imeisha, nifunike nilale. Kabla ufunike ulale, take a cotton cloth and wipe off. Wipe yourself, wipe your man. 2 different clothes if you so wish, or one cloth. Not really, I wouldn't recommend sharing. have several clothes, cotton clothes, cotton towels beside your bed. You finish your thing, wipe off. If there's still time to go take a shower, the better. Go take a shower. But in readiness of morning glory, of course, make sure that at least there's another towel. Don't use the towel that you used previous night. Make sure you have a different towel to use that very morning. And wash them, soak them. You can soak and wash before you leave the house, or soak in the morning, come and wash them in the evening. But the thing is, use towels. Don't use like serviettes, tissues. Ama pia unataka kulala hivyo.
It's a taboo. You don't do that here.
Don't do that. Ladies, don't do that. Have cotton towels, cotton clothes beside your bed to clean yourself, to wipe yourself dry, and of course, wipe your man.
And the towel is not supposed to be rough. It's cotton but not rough. And it's rough, and ensure the towel is moist.
Yeah.
It's wet. Because, you are just not... You are cleaning. You are just not wiping. You are cleaning. So, it's advisable the towel to be moist, if not wet.
Yeah.
What about those... it is said that after intercourse, you should pee.
You should. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
what I know is
that.
Hygienically just like keep it clean. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Maybe we'll talk about it next time.
Maybe that's a different. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've heard that people should pee after intercourse.
I think
that is meant
what
for
I've
the
heard
people who
on
are
that
dating.
is especially for those that are practicing. How can I say?
Protected.
Yeah, it's like you don't want, like the lady doesn't want to be pregnant, but I think those are myths. I don't know. Ladies, please put something on the comment box. Advise us. Have you heard about that? And if you have heard, why do people do that? That after intercourse you go pee. Please educate us as well.
Yeah. So let us talk about infections as we wind up. Infections, for me, maybe I can touch on yeast infection and you can touch on maybe STIs. Yeast infection is not brought by intercourse. Yeast infection starts from hygiene, what you
eating.
eat,
your diet.
yes, your diet.
Yeah.
And for me, I think, what I know is, once you sense like your discharge is not right, your scent is not right, your smell down there is not right. Once you sense something is off, do not, and I repeat, do not rush for do-it-yourself treatment. Do not rush to the counter to get antibiotics, because the punani, the honeypot by itself, it has bacteria which are safe. So the moment you go to treat yourself with the wrong medicine or with the wrong drugs, and maybe you're treating the wrong thing, you end up, yes, you'll treat yourself, but you end up destroying even the safe bacteria, which leads to worse exposure. Maybe you'll get another infection that is worse than this. Once you get yeast infection, visit a gyna. You just know the guy.
Make your gyna a friend.
Yes, get a gyna. Make a friend. You can, I would even say, if you cannot afford to go to a gyna, get a gyna who is a friend, or make a friend out of him or her. Once you send something off, ask him questions. Ask him questions and tell him I'm dealing with this and that. Then from there he can advise, or she can advise on what you'll get. But do not rush to treat yourself before you know what kind of things you're dealing with. So once you, what are the signs of yeast infections?
Itchiness and of course smell. A very bad smell.
If you sense those two, kindly, I beg you, do not rush for antibiotics. It will not work. It will help you that day, but you're signing up to something that will be worse than yeast infection. So whenever you sense such a thing, kindly visit a gyna or get a gyna, make a friend out of them, and ask questions. Let them advise on what you'll get. Then take fruits and water.
Plenty of water.
Yes, you see,
plenty of water.
Like for me, I ensure like in a day I take 3 jugs of water. I'll say jug because I don't know how many glasses that jug can give me, but I take 3 glasses of warm water. I mean 3 jugs of warm water, because our pee, at times if you don't take water, it's yellow, and you realize that when it's yellow it has smell. So I make sure that my pee is as clean as the water I am taking. Because once you do that, yani ona ile satisfaction hata ukienda choo, you pee, you don't have to flush, because it's as clean as the water you found in there. So take plenty of fruits and plenty of water, just to be clean and presentable. Hata ukipita mbele ya watu hivyo, you feel like
and that's all about the hygiene. That's all about the hygiene.
So maybe you can
about
tell us about
the vagina. The vagina has different types of infections. I'm not a doctor, but in this channel, I'm Dr.
Joe. I'm Gyna Lisa.
Yeah, so there are different types of vagina infection, and I'll only mention like 2 of them. There's a candidiasis and there's UTI. Candidiasis and there's UTI. Candidiasis is, of course, even UTI, more or less same symptoms in terms of your vagina gets very itchy, and it has created very bad smell, very bad smell. So the UTI, this is the urinary tract infection, is caused by infection. There are those who can use, especially when you use an infected toilet, the toilet seat, or the waters that are inside the toilet bowl. You know, you'll go to the washroom, maybe it's a long call, and then it splashes. It splashes to once you have V. You find after a few hours or less than 24 hours, you'll go to pee, and you feel that you are peeing, and you are having that sensitive and very painful. You are peeing, and by the time you are as in unamaliza kupee, una feel there is that burning, there's that burning sensation. So there is that, and there is also very bad smell, and also the discharge changes, especially when you're having also candidiasis, the discharge changes. And you find during that period, your man will not be comfortable sleeping with you, because kuna vile unatoa ka uvundo, na hiyo uvundo ndio tunaongea about it, having practice proper hygiene. Just what Lisa has said, you find that you're having itchy, your V is itchy, it's excreting very bad smell, just rush to the hospital, not buying over the counter, not OTC. Yeah, don't do OTC stuff, that is X. Just go visit your gyna. And also when you experience this candidiasis, it's not transmitted, it's not a transmitted disease. So I doubt whether Jamas or your man will get it, but of course there is that bad smell. He will not be comfortable having intercourse or making love to you. And the other one is STI, the sexually transmitted infections, and you'll find that there are different types of STIs. I don't think we need to mention now. There are syphilis, gonorrhea, herpes. There are different types of STIs, sexually transmitted illnesses. So it's the same thing. Just visit your gyna the moment you find, and especially for ladies. Ladies take long to notice that they have been infected with an STI. Yeah, why? We have different, where you pee is not the same. For ladies, where you pee is not the same place.
We have 2 holes.
Yeah, where you pee plus 3, the anus.
Hey.
Yeah, but where you pee is not the same one where at least you make love, or you have your peas on. Yeah, but for Jamas, the moment they're infected with an STI, theirs is one. Yeah, urethra and ni njia tu moja. So it's very easy for a Jama to know he has been infected. But for a ladies, that's what we are talking about, and this time it's all about feminine hygiene. Practice hygiene down there, because you will be infected, and it will take you very long to know that you have an STI. Yeah, so make sure that, of course, if that's not your man, or you think your man is sleeping out there, you know your partners, just use protected sex. Use protected sex. And protected sex, we are talking about 2 types of condom. There's a female condom and there's a male condom. And a female condom has a lot of technicalities, so you find most ladies don't like using it, and even the stores, it's not like stored in stores.
You not find it
regularly, because and of course it's not the same as the price is not the same as the male CD. So you find for the female CD, you will have like to insert it minutes before, that is like 20 minutes or so.
Wow.
Yeah, before you are.
And why is that?
So that it sits well in your vagina. It has to sit very well in your vagina, such that even when you're on it, your man may not know that you have a CD inside. Yeah, it's very technical. And when you're removing it, ladies, make sure that your hands are very clean. Your hands are clean when you're removing that CD, if you're using the female CD. And for the male CD as well, make sure that your hands are very clean. You can it depends how well you relate with your man. There are those who remove the CD from their man, and there are men who remove it by themselves. But anyhow, for the ladies, if you're removing CD on your man, just make sure that your hands are very clean. Yeah, that's what I'll say about keeping it clean, keeping your V very clean.
And I've also heard about personally I love pineapples, but it is not because of that reason.
The maize.
But the maize, really? What about taking yogurts?
Taking, yes, but not using it to clean down there.
Hold on, there was this time that
There are people
something
who
was
do
trending.
that, but ladies, just make sure that, I beg of you, just use clean water. If it is an infection that you have or you need to clean your system, you'd rather visit your gyna so that he or your gyna gives you tablets to swallow, but not things that you are inserting down there. Yeah.
Like for me, I have never been able to use shower to clean my down there. If you can check
there are those splash taps
if you
that
can,
you can
you see,
splash.
yeah. When she's ever complaining that when I go to the bathroom to take a shower, I use the whole room.
The whole bathroom.
Yes, because I am unable to use shower to clean my down there. I use a bucket and I just splash until I feel I am clean, like I am very clean. And then maybe we can also talk about do it yourselves. What if you get to a point where I want to shave and no, I have shaved, and down there I have irritation because there are people who shave and at the end of the day they get itchy and things like that. How can they treat
For
such
me,
a thing?
sorry, for me, I use razor. In my 20s, because I'm more than 20 years old. I'm not in my 20s, rather. I'm in my 30s. In my 20s, I was using Vid cream. It reached a point and that's this includes ladies. We're talking about armpits, the hair armpits and the pubic hair. Yeah, I would use Vid, but I stopped using Vid because even if I clean myself, that smell, the cream smell, the scent was still, I would still smell it on me. So I stopped using. I normally use razor, and for me, I do clean shave completely. Both my armpits and my down there, I clean shave. Yeah, but there are those ladies that don't do clean shave, so I would recommend they trim. The main thing is don't leave down there bushy. It should not be bushy, ladies. It should not be bushy, and especially when you are almost getting your P's, your periods. Make sure that you clean shave, so that at least wakati wageni wanakuja, your down there is very clean. Clean shave, that is very clean shave. So you shave it to the root. Yeah, so for those who have irritation, for me, I would recommend, I would rather trim until they heal the irritation. And also not, there's a way you need to shave, to use your razor. It's not like you're not scrubbing using your razor. It's one side. Yeah. Just use one side. That way, it will prevent you from getting lumps. As in you are getting those. Your skin will not be irritated and it will not swell. It will not have pimples. Yeah, just use one side. If you decide it's down, use just one side do it down. If it is side, use down, sideways, that is. So yeah, but I would recommend to keep it clean shave. Clean shave completely.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now, let's now talk about periods. Our menses. For me, I don't know, it is not heavy, but it's in between medium and heavy flow.
Average.
Yes. And for me, I use an app called Flow, FLO, to track my menses. Yeah. And I have a cycle of 27 days. And you realize that mostly my ovulation is during the same time every month. But now it gets to a point, because of my flow, I need to change my sanitary towel.
Yeah.
So for me, before I go to bed, I can use the twin pack of the sanitary towel in a month.
Wow.
I can't use it twice, because I change my sanitary towel 4 times, after 4 hours. Yeah. If I wear it at 12, I change at 4 or at 3. So you will find that for me, I stick to one kind of sanitary treatment. The one I choose to use is sanitary towels. I don't use tampons. I've tried them and I disliked them because it being an egg that it's leaving our body, and it has it's now clots. Blood. The clots are left. The clots are part of the flow. Yeah. So if I wear a tampon, it is not able to absorb the clots. So if I get used to using tampons, the clots are left in my body, which is very dangerous, because you can get zimeshika tu kwa hata zinaweza kufunga.
Yeah, they're left in the body.
They're left in the body. So unless it's urgent, maybe you're going for swimming, maybe you're stepping in for a meeting that you know you'll stay, you won't have time to change your sanitary towel, then you can do a tampon. But until then, maybe what do you think? Would you use a tampon or do you use a sanitary towel?
I would recommend tampons for those who go for swimming. They cannot use the cortex and all that. But for me, I use pad, sanitary towel, as in pads themselves. And my flow is not heavy.
Lucky you.
Yeah, my flow is not heavy. At times I just go to the washroom na naona wageni washafika, So and that's why I practice proper hygiene, especially down there, because at times wananishtua. Oops. I go to the washroom.
Knocking.
They
don't even knock. You
they
find
don't
them
knock.
seated.
I just find the visitors seated, because no headache, no cramps, no mood swings, no this and these. So I just find the visitors, they have come and they are now seated waiting for me to serve tea.
Wow.
And the tea here is what?
The bread. Sanitary towels.
So I need not to. I make sure that yes, my down there it's clean. It's clean. Yeah. So I use pads.
That's nice. Yeah. So
I use pads.
that is it, I think.
Yeah.
So
What else? So ladies, please let us know on the comment box, how do you practice hygiene and which areas? Maybe there are some areas that we have not tackled. Please let us know. For now, we were tackling hair, we were tackling what is this, hands, we were tackling our feet, and of course our vagina. And mouth. We also talked about mouth. So please let us know how else you practice your hygiene. And
actually, for those of us who use lasers to shave our armpits, you'll find maybe there are ladies out there, once they shave maybe 2 days or 3 days later, they start being darker than their skin tone.
There's that discoloration.
Yes. So I think, you can use lemon and bicarbonate ash. You just mix the lemon, you take the bicarbonate ash, you cut your lemon into two, you place your bicarbonate, and then you rub it on your armpit. You leave it for 15 minutes, and then you go wash it off. It changes everything. It's a hack, guys. Take it to the nearest bank. So I think that is it.
That is it. So thanks so much for watching, and all what we can ask of you is to subscribe to our channel. It's a new channel where we educate, inspire, motivate, and as well as we give you knowledge,
and we have fun.
We have fun while at it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let us know how this was. Let us know what we missed out. You can share in the comment box, please. And subscribe, like and share.
And if there's something that you want us to talk about, Candy, you can hit my inbox, or you can hit her inbox, or you can comment below this video. And we'll definitely talk about it. Do not be scared. We'll just talk about anything. Here we don't have shame.
And subscribing is free, very free. Just click on subscription button and notification bell so that you are alerted on our next episodes. And we will be starting our segments on the 3rd week of September, where we will be talking about before and after love finds you. We'll be talking about when shift happens,
and scars to success.
And scars to success. Those are the segments that we want to tackle. So please, if you want to feature in our channel, it's a new channel, but very, 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 very informative. We have things aligned, and we like really to work with you. And please, we invite you to work with us in this journey. Subscribe, it's free. Ladies and jamas, it's free.
Absolutely free.
So guys, subscribe. Until next time, bye.
Au revoir. We love you. Bye.